What up, what up? We back again. It's another episode of Kicking It with the Homie. This time, I got a homie with me that I've been on for a little minute. A lot of people didn't see me interview you before, but we were in a different setting. We in a new one, so we got to catch up a little bit, man. Miss Niko Noir is here with me today, Kicking It with the Homie. What's up, Niko?
Hey, not that much. You know, it's starting to be fall.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm excited or dreading it.
You know what's so crazy? I'm glad you started it off like this. I was just having a conversation with my mama about this.
Yeah.
As far as like, when the seasons happen, you kind of just be up and down a little bit. That's like one of the side effects of living in Michigan when you get all the seasons. Your emotions be with it. Yeah.
But today I'm not doing too bad. Today is like, it's just like a so-so type of day. It ain't really like.
Yeah, it's really feeling fallish for real, man.
And I'm not mad at it. I do hate that summer was super short.
Very short.
I feel like summer was like 2 months for real.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was like the hottest summer I can recall for real.
Yeah. But I will say, you make some mood music too. So,
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I try.
You right in there. You perfect timing. For anybody who does not know who Niko Noir is, can you give out the social media real quick for us before we go any further?
So, my Instagram is Niko.Noir. That's Niko.Noir. Twitter is NikoXNoir. TikTok, I always confuse it, but I think it's Niko.Noir. If it's not period, then it's always an X. I feel like I try to keep
one
it
or the
consistent.
other. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So let's start there. Social media. Who can blame Niko? Just a quick search of Niko Noir on TikTok brings up a slew of content, interviews, your listening party. Talk to me about, before we get into the music, just your grind and the promotion that goes into your music, because I think you are one of few artists that really pays attention to detail when it comes to rolling out records and albums. So talk to me about like, how did you get to that?
I think that I feel like, how do I explain this? R&B specifically, music where like we have to sing, but specifically R&B because that's what I'm doing. I feel like it's a lot of story to it, a lot of storytelling. At least my music personally, I feel like there's a lot of storytelling to my music, just the way that I write. So I be feeling like it's necessary to like just have the visual aspect there, just to like, drive that point home, land the plane for real. It's just important to me. I'm also just a visual person. Like I like to see pictures and, videos. Even if I can't do like a full music video, I at least want to have like something.
Like a visualizer, lyric, something, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's dope and it's very important, especially in these days and times where, a lot of promotion is just like microwave artists. Not even just mainstream artists anymore. Artists in general are thinking they can just drop and it's just going to be what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is my thing though. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Because like, I understand like I feel like a lot of artists, they kind of just struggle with the budgeting part of it. So they feel like I don't have the money to always do visuals for every song or every song that they want to do. Because I was also in the same position, but I also feel like with not Who Can Blame Niko, but with Blame Niko, I didn't have any visuals to that. But I think that if you can't do visuals, promote it as much as you can. I feel like that's where a lot of artists fall short. Like, we just be like, here's some music up. And then it just be that we're going about our day, like.
No, and you do a great job at it, and you also do a wide range of promotion. You know what I'm saying? It's not just social media posts. It's the news. It's radio. It's digital media, whether it's magazines, things like that. So, how do you go about doing those type of things for artists that may be watching this and saying, okay, this I think I need to get into that as far as on the promotion aspect. Who's helping you, like team wise, and how does that work for you?
Cardo, shout out Cardo. He's like the main help when it comes to just pulling in like opportunities like that, like the news and newspaper and just different interviews. Even this one, Cardo is definitely like, I'm looking back there.
Cardo's behind the camera, if y'all know. If y'all don't know.
He's literally, I consider him like the backbone to like my artistry at this point. Because I'm not gonna lie, if it wasn't for Cardo, like, I don't feel like I would be as seen as I am. I probably would be seen in other ways, but I feel like Cardo does such a great job at just knowing what opportunities to present to me. And it's also just, we have an understanding. Like, it's not like here's an opportunity, you have to do it. Like, he gives me the grace to be able to say no if I want to, if I don't want to. But yeah, shout out Cardo.
For sure. And speaking of being seen with the Who Can Blame Niko album, before we dive all the way into it, how important was TikTok? Because I seen you had, some viral moments. So how important was TikTok for not just the 2 singles that went viral, but also just the album in its entirety?
Oh man, TikTok was very important, especially for this drop.
Yeah.
Because I literally went viral just singing covers. Like, it had nothing to do with the project, and I feel like I was already in a space where I was like, you know what? Forget TikTok. Like, I'm gonna just post what I want because I just want to post it. Obviously, not expecting it to go viral, and I feel like that's how a lot of things go.
Yeah.
When it comes to like virality, it be the videos or the content that we don't really expect to take off.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like it's definitely helped as far as like following goes. I'm still working on that, like just social media presence and building the following. But it helped with that. A lot of people who saw those videos, they'll literally like be like, "Oh, I didn't know you had music," and then they'll share like how they feel about the music and just their favorite songs. And I really appreciate stuff like that because no artist wants to just release music and not feel like people are listening to it. Even though I release music for myself first.
Yeah. It
still helps to know other people like enjoy it. It gives you some drive.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that because I be hearing artists and they be like, I just do this for me and whatever. But anybody, I feel honestly, who presents art to the public is looking for some type of reaction or just like, okay, yeah, that one was good, or hey, tweak this, and then I'll probably listen to the whole thing or whatever. You know what I mean? Some type of constructive criticism. Hopefully, obviously, the negative comes with it. And that's one thing I always like to touch on too. Like, obviously, you had a lot of highs, but when it gets low, for Niko, as far as like in between albums or projects or singles, like what are you doing in those points as an artist to continue to stay creative and keep your creative process going?
It's funny you ask that because that's literally where I feel like I am right now.
For real?
Yeah. I'm like currently I'm working on. I'm not gonna say releasing, more so like just the rollout and just the planning for the next project. And I don't have like a specific date for it yet, but it's just I'm in a weird space because it's like I don't have a date for it, so I feel like I'm not really planning effectively as I would like to. But I literally just try to stay creative. I haven't really been writing as much. I've been trying not to get in my feelings about that because it's like I'm used to writing all the time. I'm used to always creating. I'm used to always singing. But I'm currently like taking a break from performing just to like get my head right, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, just staying intact. Yeah. That's kind of where I've just been at. So I really just, as of right now, I've just been like trying to hone in, trying to really spend time with my friends, love on my family, because there's a lot going on in the world.
Yeah, for sure. And you got to live life to make music. I mean, if it's nothing currently actively going on in your life, like what am I talking about?
What am I talking about?
So I definitely understand that for sure.
Yeah.
So under normal circumstances, what is your creative process like? Inside of the studio, outside of the studio, like what is that process like for you?
It really varies for real, but as of lately, I've literally just allowed myself to like listen. Like I have like so many beats right now. Yeah. I'm like so behind on so many things that I have to work on. But like I said, I've been giving myself the grace to just like live really. But as of right now, I'm just like I'm gonna listen to the beats. I listen to the beats as if like the song is already there. Yeah. That's kind of where I've been at creatively. Usually I'll be like, all right, let me freestyle to it. And then, I have a song by the end of the week, if not the end of the day. But as of now, I've just been like treating the beats that I have to work on like jazz. Like jazz, instrumental jazz where I can just like listen to it, I'll ride around to it as if it's already released, as if it's already a song. So that's where I've been at right now, just trying to, I guess, put myself in a position to write to it eventually when I'm ready to write to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So So right now, if you're on the if you're like kind of on a pause with your creative space, who are you listening to currently, to kind of like inspire you or maybe give you some type of revitalization? You know what I mean? Keep you going. Like, is there any artists that you listen to in particular, whether there be new artists, old artists, local artists from the city? Like, who's on Niko's playlist
I
currently?
listen to everything. Goodness gracious. I don't mean to sound boastful, but I listen to myself a lot.
No, there's
Excuse
nothing
me.
wrong with that. You're an artist.
I listen to my unreleased stuff a lot.
Okay.
Just because I like to hear the growth.
Yeah.
I like to hear like what this girl talking about, you know, and
For sure.
you know I hear it and I'll be like, dang, I really went through that, or that was something that I really experienced. But myself, along with so many people. Can I pull out my phone?
Yeah,
look
go
at
ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Let's see.
Okay.
I
So
might I might need you to share a playlist with me.
Look, I'm the playlist queen.
For sure.
So, as of lately, I've been listening to a lot of Isaiah Huron.
Okay, never heard of him before.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna check him out.
He's so great. He's like modern day Frank Ocean. Just the way he writes. He can paint a picture so well with his words. Kari is another one. She's a phenomenal singer, phenomenal writer. I listen to like a lot of underground, independent artists, people who aren't really like necessarily on yet.
Yeah.
Who else? Let me see. What else am I listening to?
She got a lot on there, y'all. I'm sneaking a little peek.
Destin Conrad's new jazz.
Okay.
Alternative jazz album.
So you listening to some fire over there, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to have you text me a couple links real quick so I can pull something up.
I'll send you some stuff.
For sure. Now we talked a lot about the new artists that you listening to, but like coming up, or not even just coming up, but like coming up. Who are some of your favorite artists? Who were some of your favorite artists coming up, and how has that changed currently? Like, as far as when you was younger, we listened to what our parents listened to, but when you were able to really pick artists and listen to what you wanted to listen to, who were those artists that you went to?
Leon Thomas, he was one of them for sure. I used to listen to Leon Thomas like SoundCloud days years ago when I was like back in high school.
I just found out he was on like Nickelodeon or something.
You just found that out?
Listen, I'm 36. How old is he? Like 20 something?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was past his Nickelodeon time.
You wasn't watching Nickelodeon though?
I was fully grown. I had a baby at 18, y'all.
Oh, that's real, yeah. Okay. Dang, but even the baby, like
I was living some real life when he was on Nickelodeon.
Okay. That's real. I don't blame you. Yeah. But yes, Leon Thomas. Who else? Isaiah Huron is another one. He's just starting to like get some pull. As far as since like the last project dropped. Destin Conrad is also another one. Like the artist
not going away from Destin.
I'm not. I will die on this hill. Like Destin Conrad is. I feel like we really need Destin Conrad because he's so universal. Anyone can listen to him. Yeah, I feel like the artists that I was listening to then, I'm still listening to now.
Okay, I feel you. Yeah. I feel you. So now let's get more into Who Can Blame Niko. For somebody who hasn't put ears to this album, first and foremost, just explain that title.
Oh man, Who Can Blame Niko is basically me just being like making my choices unapologetically, and obviously I'm being safe with the choices that I'm making, and I'm not intentionally hurting anyone.
I'm gonna let you keep that, but I heard a song where it wasn't quite safe. But go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, it's just me and my big girl era. Like, who can blame Niko? She's, there was a point in time where I was blaming myself for, just the feelings I was feeling, the things I was going through, and it's nothing wrong with that. That's a part of the process. But now I'm at a point where I'm just like, who can blame Niko? Like, I don't blame me for doing like half the things I'm doing.
Like I feel like that too. At some point you were where I was at. I'm sure. You know what I mean? At some point in your life, you were where I was at when I made that decision and could empathize or sympathize with me for the decision. And you talk about making safe decisions. It sounds like you made a fun one with Hummer. That's the song I was referring to. Sounds like you made a fun decision with Hummer. But let's talk about some of your favorite tracks off the album. So if somebody said, hey, tell me one song to go to first. Obviously, you want to hear the album in sequential order. You want to make sure. But if there was one song that you could point somebody to off the album, what would that song be?
Can't blame me. Just because that song is literally the reason why I named Who Can Blame Niko? Who Can Blame Niko?
Yeah.
It was literally that project has went through so many titles. We started at Top Shelf, and then we ended up at Tip of My Tongue, and then there was a point in time where I was in the process of creating the project, and I was listening to all the songs that I have, and I was like, something is missing. Like, I'm missing a song. Then I ended up writing Can't Blame Me, and I was like, that's what I was missing. I was missing a song that was like speaking to where I was at the time. Yeah. Like, everything else, don't get me wrong, I could relate to the songs at the time, but I needed something that was like, yeah, this is where we at, this is where I am, and I'm still there, honestly. But yeah, Can't Blame Me, that's the one I'll be like, that's my favorite. I love performing Can't Blame Me.
So, Who Can Blame Niko is 9 songs. Was that a conscious number of songs? Like, do you aim to, keep, because I feel like the project is very concise and it's versatile, but it's straight to the point. You know what I mean? Is that something that you consciously do?
Not really. I'm a pretty straight to the point person. But for like Who Can Blame Niko, I wasn't really like, yeah, it's gonna be 9 songs. It was just like, a sweet spot.
Yeah.
Because it was 8. Like I said, it was 8 before, and I was okay with that. But I just felt like I was missing a track that was like speaking to where I was at the time, emotionally and mentally. But when it comes to projects, I don't even really think about like how many songs it is. I'm more so concerned with the duration of the entire project. I think that was my main thing. I was like, I want something that's at least 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's a good set time. You can perform your full project if you want to. Or, you don't have to. Like, you can take off some songs and just speak to the crowd and still be 30 minutes. That was like the average set time I was performing anyways.
Okay. Well, that was definitely smart. People just be rapping just to be rapping or singing just to be singing.
That do. And ain't nothing wrong with it. But
no, for sure. But now we talked about Can't Blame Me. We touched on Hummer. And when I say the versatility, you know what I'm saying? Like the album has a few different moods on it. What is your favorite vibe? Like, for lack of a better word. Just in general, like when you go into the studio, I know it's probably sometimes based on how you feel, but like if you go into the studio, do you have like sometimes like, all right, man, I want to make a more up-tempo record? Are those the type of records that you lean into, or do you like to make those slow ballad records, or like do you have a favorite?
I don't really have a favorite. All I know is I love a good bass line.
Okay.
I love a good bass line, and I love when the drums aren't doing what every other song is doing. I love when people like have more fun and they're innovative with the sound that they use for the drums. But no, it's not necessarily like a tempo thing, or like I will hear something fast and I'll be like, ooh, that bass line hard, let me write to it. But if I really want to sing, like if I'm in the mood to sing, then yeah, I'll probably choose something slower, something a little more, But if I feel like spitting, then yeah, you gonna get songs like Hummer, and I don't even think Hummer is really fast. It's just it's an upbeat, but it's not like super fast. It's like a nice little ride. Yeah, for sure. No pun intended. Yeah.
Now let's talk a little bit about collaboration. I feel like that's something that you do in moderation. How do you pick like who you work with or who you get for songs?
I'm not gonna lie, it is usually based off of like the initial hangout, like just the initial conversations. Like if I feel like I don't enjoy talking to you, then I probably am not gonna get on a song with you. Just because I have to be like super conscious of who I share my art with. Yeah. You can't put your name next to everybody's.
Yeah, so that's true.
It's literally just based on an artist. Like if we gel well, as far as like personalities go, and just if our conversations flow really well, I'm gonna have a feeling like the sessions is gonna go great.
Yeah.
So I don't like to be in sessions or work on music where it feels like it's homework.
Right.
I don't like doing that.
So when you say session, so you're not like a send a record back and forth type person.
I've done it. I don't prefer it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I don't prefer it. I would rather be in a session where, we're both giving,
real time,
criticism. It just is more fun that way too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we obviously you've been promoting the album for a minute. You talked about, you're currently working on a new album, just kind of in the phase of living and growing and getting, to write those songs and finish that album out. But outside of that, what else is next for Niko?
Oh man, what is next? I've been asking myself that, honestly. Well, like you said, this next project, like, it's done. It's literally done. Mm-hmm. Songs are written. Songs are recorded. It's just a matter.
You said no date, no name.
I just don't have a date. I have a name.
You have a name. Okay.
I do have a name. I just did like the whole rollout, vision board and everything. Mm-hmm. I'm still working on it, but definitely the new project. Just, I don't even know. That's a great question. What is next for me? Life, man. Living. Yeah. I want to travel more. That's my main concern and focus right now. I feel like
definitely
I ain't been traveling enough because I've just had like real life things going on and other things that kind of hinder me from traveling. But that's really what I want to prioritize, like, over this next year.
It's important. It's important to get those resets in. And like we said, because we go through all 4 seasons, sometimes it's cool to go somewhere in the wintertime where you can see sunshine. Yes. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I don't think people be understanding. Like, people who are not in Michigan or people who don't live up north don't understand. Like, we need to travel. We need the sun so bad. I know I do. I prefer to even, like, just be in the sun anyway. Some people don't like being hot. I would rather be hot than cold.
Yeah, me too. Like, I definitely like summer. Ours was definitely short, like you said, but we here in Michigan and just Detroit in general, and you're in a lane that's kind of like, for lack of a better word, I did say lane, so I'm just gonna say narrow, because there's not many people, or it's not a form of artistry that people push here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how has that been for you?
Fun. I don't know, people was expecting me to be like, stressful. No, like, it's so fun being able to be in my own lane, and I don't necessarily have to worry about competition in a sense. It's a lot of, like, just competition. People love trying to compete because it's so easy to do that, and that's just the society we're in now. But I be having a blast knowing that I make music that doesn't sound like everyone else's, or I make music that's true to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it thoroughly.
So I'm gonna put those two together. You talked about traveling. Obviously, that when you said it, it was more for, like, seemed like personal. Mm-hmm. Do you see that for your business or in artistry coming soon? Like, traveling, spreading your music in different markets, actually not just your streams touching other places, but you putting your feet to the ground and moving.
Absolutely. That's honestly the reason why. I'm not going to say that's the reason why I want to travel. I really want to travel because I am just a student of the world, and I just love to learn about other places and just be exposed to different environments. But that's also just a main core reason. Like, I want to get an idea of the different music scenes in different, cities. I've been in the process of just trying to find somewhere to move. Love my city down. Love me some Detroit. But I feel like I have seen what I needed to see.
Yeah.
I've done the things I've needed to done. I probably only have, like, one more main mission I would love to do. But music and traveling, like, it goes hand in hand. Yeah. Like, either way it go, like, I'm gonna have to, or I should want to, like, tackle other areas outside
for sure.
of, Detroit. So
I definitely think that that's important. Like I said, with the streaming, it makes it easy to feel like, hey, I'm in this market, but it's always important to find those. Okay, hey, these are my, like, top 3, and just go there. Once a quarter. You ain't gotta be crazy. Every now and again, just hit somewhere else. But Who Can Blame Niko? The album is definitely out right now. give the social media one more time before we get out of here. And also, you've been working for a minute, so I would love for you to run down a couple other projects that you have out there for people to go check out as well.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, social media is, well, Instagram is Niko.Noir, Niko.Noir. Twitter is NIKOXNOIR. TikTok is Niko.Noir. YouTube is Niko space NOIR. Niko Noir everywhere. As far as projects go, I dropped my debut EP. Goodness gracious, what year was that? 2022 or 21? One of those. Blame Niko. That's going to be everywhere on all streaming platforms. Five songs. Sorry. Little EP, and then I have a bunch of features. I literally made an entire playlist on Spotify with all of my features and things like that. So if you want to tap a little bit more of like into what I do with others, that's there. It's a bunch of different vibes. And then now we have Who Can Blame Niko? Dropped in May 2025 on all streaming platforms.
And we got a new project coming up. No date yet, but make sure you stay tuned.
I want to say the title, but nah.
All right. Since you can't say the title, now I'm about to hit you with some hot takes real quick because I want to get, you say Who Can Blame Niko? I ain't going to blame you for your answers. I just want to know how you feel. Young Thug leaked jail calls.
Let's talk about it. Actually, I've been a little messy these days, and I ain't even one that be in like celebrity drama for real. But this specific issue has really just been on my spirit. Okay. Because especially like the Glorilla situation.
Glorilla, yeah.
Like you. Okay, let's talk about Mariah the Scientist, and let's talk about her role in it as well. I really just didn't appreciate the fact that she kind of egged him on. First of all, me personally, I'm not sitting on the phone with my man talking about another woman's looks, especially if I'm disrespecting her. But to egg it on was crazy. And I think a lot of people think it's just a matter of knowing how to navigate those conversations with men, but it's not that. Like she literally was being disrespectful to Glorilla as well, even though she didn't necessarily say like, oh, she ugly, but come on now, like the whole, oh, they saying she look like Rihanna comment was like, you know what you were doing.
A lot of people saying she a little messy for it, for sure.
She absolutely is. And then didn't she literally bring Glorilla out on stage at one of her concerts? Yeah,
definitely she did that.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. And that's all I got to say on that.
Nah, I'm gonna touch on one more thing because it's been funny to me. Cardi B.
Oh man.
She had a civil suit, right?
Yeah.
$24 million is what the lady was suing for. The suit involved alleged assault. Then she comes outside of the court and then throws a pen. It's like
my thing is like she really didn't have to. Like what he asked really wasn't like too bad.
I felt like it was a logical question, considering all the rumors or whatever. Because I don't know if she actually officially said she was pregnant or not, and I really don't care who the baby daddy is. But it still just seems like a logical question, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a logical question. It's your typical question to be asked by a paparazzi. Like we know paparazzis, they ask crazy questions. She could have gotten in that car and just kept it pushing. Got
on up out of there. What about her business?
But
instead, she wanted to go out like Pop.
Yeah, like girl, get in that car. You're not making it no better. But she's a marketing genius.
Yeah, because she went straight to album mode.
Indeed.
So.
Indeed.
Well, I guess it all worked out good. Yeah. I just wanted to get your opinion on a couple of hot takes before we got up out of here. Yeah. You know, it's always fun having you come down and talking about everything that you have going on, because I think you're one of the artists that, like I said, pays attention to detail, shows up, you know what I mean, and does things the right way. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate you all the time. You're definitely a pleasure to work with.
Thank you.
Door always open.
Thank you.
So when the new project drop,
oh man,
we gonna see you again.
I'm so excited for the new one.
Yes.
It's a completely different
Let me know about listening parties, all that. I'm coming at.
Absolutely.
You know, we're gonna have some fun.
We're going up for the next one.
I bet you know it. You know it. Listen, man, it's the homie Uknowcell. This is my homegirl Niko Noir. Y'all have been kicking it with the homie. I appreciate you doing so.